So, guys, I am back, and there are currently some weird promotions and an interesting little gem spending event on for anyone interested. So we are going to be going through all of this stuff. And you can see I've got my own love dragon here, so I'm not really interested in this current event. But if you check your limited time events, there is a VIP Dragonheart Day event on. So this says spend as many gems as you can to win awesome rewards, so we'll participate anyway just because we have VIP, so why not? And the first prize for the top 5 people is actually the legendary Love Dragon. So if you were wondering what was happening since the route replaced the Love Dragon, looks like this is going to be the only way you're going to be able to get it. So if you did want the Love Dragon, you're probably going to have to hedge your bets on a very expensive gem spending event, and of course if you get to 1,700 points, as with all gem spending events, there's also a reward dragon, which is the Phoenix Dragon this time, and I already have this dragon as well, so this is like kind of pointless for me. But you know, like I've said, these gem spending events are very, very expensive. Someone's already spent 2,000 gems, and this event started like what, 2 hours ago? Maybe a little bit less than that, and there's 3.5 days left of the event, so I normally wouldn't recommend participating in these sorts of things unless you plan on spending like £1,000, but you know, the option's there if you want it. And you know, to anyone that already has the Love Dragon, you know, you can just sit back, relax, and watch the people fight it out for now, I guess. There is also a crowded nursery event on, so you might as well participate just to get some gems and extra stuff if you're interested. But like I said, there's a few promotions on at the moment as well. And the main one I wanted to point out is that there are exclusive pieces for the Snow Queen Dragon available. And so if you want to open these packs, it is 6 dragon tokens, whatever you want to call them. But I already have my own Snow Queen Dragon, so I don't need to worry about this either. But if you were just a couple of pieces off, make sure you go and invest in these. They have worked out for me in the past, so, you know, these are normally pretty good. Plus 40% off, not too shabs. And then, next to that, we also have this bundle here, which says it's 81% off, where we have the Posh Dragon, some VIP tickets, and some gold for £12. And, you know, normally I say, you know, £12 is kind of steep, but you do get a little bit of VIP. And plus, the Posh Dragon's kind of a rarish dragon. I don't think he's ever been available in, you know, for breeding or a castle event or anything like that. So he's kind of an expensive dragon, and I think he looks pretty cool. I mean, his wings are literally just balloons. How ridiculous is that? But if you do want him, make sure you are considering the Princess's Admirable pack as well. And the weekly card pack off a dragon is the Gargoyle. Not sure if I'm interested in that. But I got a bunch of dragon tickets. Like, I have 8 dragon tickets on my Android account now, even though I haven't done anything or spent any money on any tickets. So I'm not really sure where I got them from, but hey, alright, I am not complaining. I am just confused, if anything. But, you know, with it being Monday, we do have the Clan Siege event stuff to do, so, you know, we should jump straight into it. I mean, we've only got around about 3.5 days left until this new Divine event begins. So, you know, like I've been saying, make sure you don't put any 4-day food or any super long breeding times in if you can. I'm still going to try and breed for the Root Dragon in the meantime, but, you know, when there's like a day left in the event, or a day left until the event begins, I might stop trying to breed him at that point, and we'll see what event we get first and all that jazz. But, you know, I'm getting more hyped the more we have to wait and wait for this new Divine event stuff to come out. Although, at the same time, I'm kind of annoyed because I currently cannot hear anything out of my left ear. So, like, even now, me speaking sounds weird. So, I hope and pray that my left ear isn't, you know, permanently deaf now. And, I hope that if it is going to go away, it goes away within the next 3 days. Because otherwise, it's going to be painful and very annoying trying to edit everything. Because, you know, if I don't have half of my hearing available to me, I can't tell which side, like, sounds are coming out of, like, when I play games, and plus, I can't tell how loud I'm being, or how loud the music is in comparison to the gameplay, so it's a very sort of stressful time, not being able to hear. And, it's one of those things where as soon as you don't have your hearing the way that it should be, you start to think, oh god, why don't I love my hearing more when I actually have it? You know, it's just, you realize how good it is to have such basic things. Although at the same time, you know, I've had really bad ears. As in, they always get so full of earwax, and then they get blocked all the time. But not to the extent where it causes me a great deal of pain as well. So, alright, let's hope I don't have to go to the doctors. Let's hope I don't have to miss out on the Divine event because I'm messing around with my own health. That would be annoying, to say the least. But, you know, people have their own problems. I have this issue at the moment. It's not a massive deal. You know, as long as I'm not completely deaf in both ears, it's not that bad. Just very annoying. And like I said, painful, so... You know, for now, I can still sit here, I can still play, although I am quite dizzy at the same time, so I don't know if I want to play any competitive games very seriously, because, again, being off balance just messes with my aim. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's like a thing that normally happens with people, but I just feel dizzy, so, I don't know. But I was just gone a few days because I just wasn't at home. It's not because I was sick. Although trying to put together the Dragon of the Week breeding guide video was kind of painful. I will admit that. But hey ho, we're here now. I'm sure I'll end up shouting too loud because I can't hear myself. But, you know, deal with it. I'm trying my best. As long as you're trying your best every day, that's all that matters. As long as you're not going out of your way to be a horrible person, you know, what else can you do in life? But, you know, since we do have the gem spending event, air quotes, on, you know, this is normally the best time to buy things, by the way, if you're considering, like, getting a habitat upgrade or anything like that. So, the reason for that being, obviously, that during the event, if you spend 250 gems, you get 50 gems back. If you spend 750 gems, you get 200 back. And you get gems back depending on what position you get as well on the leaderboard. So, if you've got anything in-game that you want to spend your gems on, make sure you do it during the gem spending event, just so that you can get, you know, extra gems back. I mean, there's no point doing it after the event ends, that's just kind of pointless then. So, you know, make sure if you're going to spend anything anytime soon, you do it now. Make sure that, if you do plan on getting any of the Divine Dragons in the Divine event, you get your wallets ready. Like, if you're thinking of buying anything, and you really want the Dragons, make sure you're, like, planning out how much money you've got, because they probably will be quite expensive. Again, we already almost pretty much have confirmation that 2 of the dragons are only going to be super divine chest dragons, so you know my stance on that. I'm not really a massive supporter of it, but you know, if it's going to be added in game like that, nothing that we can do about it. And it's up to you whether you want to spend, you know. I'm not someone that judges people for how much money they put in this game. Not at all. And anyone that does, I mean, you could say that they're jealous because they don't have as much money to do that, or I don't know. But, you know, at the end of the day, DML is a hobby as much as watching television or drawing is. So, you know, if you want the new dragons, you do you. Just make sure you have the money available. That's the only time I don't support people buying in-game items when they... You know, it's like, do I buy the food that I need to survive this week? Or do I buy a new dragon? You know, in that situation, obviously, you know, the thing to do is obviously buy your food that you need. if you choose dragons over that, that's probably turned into an addiction, and you should probably seek medical help. But apart from that, you know, if you got the money spare and, you know, you got more than enough to keep you happy for the rest of the month, go ahead. I mean, obviously for the boss challenge and getting the divine tickets, you know, try your best to get as many as you can for free, obviously. No point just wasting all your money before you even try and get the divine tickets when/if they become available. But, you know, we'll have all that come to us when the event comes out. Again, it's 3 days. 3.5 days from now. So I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens, see if they've changed anything, and obviously we're still waiting on image files for a couple of dragons. Like, there's a legendary and a divine that we still haven't seen, I believe. So, I want to see them. I want to know how they're released. And apparently there's word that there are a bunch of rare dragons, rares and, like, epics as well that got released. So, I want to see all of them. I can't wait to, you know, experience it with you as well. So I hope you join me for that experience as a whole. And obviously I'm going to have breeding guides out if we get Dragons of the Week or New Dragons of the Month. I'm going to have guides out for the events. It's going to be a busy period. So, Mr. Ear, I implore you to fix yourself within the next 3 days. If not, I'll have to go to the doctor and hope that we can get it fixed in like half an hour. That would not be the best case scenario, but it is the way it is. And by the way, I completely forgot that when I was trying to feed up my Hermes dragon, that I actually need to upgrade the temples. It's a thing that I kind of had an oversight with, unfortunately. So I've been upgrading my ceramic dragon for now because he has wind, fire, and light, and all 3 of those temples need upgrading. So we need to get this guy up to level 45. A level 45 ceramic dragon so that then we can upgrade one of the temples, and then we need to level up even more dragons to level 45. Ugh! Such a pain! These stupid temples in DML, I swear, are gonna be the death of me one day. But, you know, for now, that is gonna do me. So, like I said, if you have VIP, just participate in this gem spending event anyway. There is no reason not to. But buy stuff that you want to buy now, because you will be getting some gems back. Up to 750. So, you know, for now, thank you very much for joining me in DML, and until next time, I will see you then.